As a former Miss Ireland, I have travelled the length and the breadth of the country, but there's no denying that I'm a city slicker at heart. And while I'm now tragically a working mother who prefers comfortable footwear, I'm definitely more familiar with stilettos than wellies. So when I was asked to come and meet author Lorna Sixsmith, well, I was a little taken back. I mean, I'm still horrified at the idea of being anybody's wife, never mind a farmer's. Lorna, thank you so much for having us here today. I know you're up to your eyes, you're really, really busy, but I need to know, what's the difference between being a regular wife and being a farmer's wife?
Well, you see, when you're a farm wife, you actually marry the whole farm.
Oh.
It's not just the farmer.
Oh gosh,
okay.
That's a lot of baggage.
There's also the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, brothers and sister-in-laws, if they're around, the community.
Not just the cows.
Not just the cows, not just the sheep.
Okay, Lorna, we're surrounded by a lot of muck, but tell me, can farmers be sexy?
Well, they can, to be honest, because they're quite fit, because they're doing a lot of running around, a lot of walking, a lot of lifting of calves. You know, there's a lot of heavy work going along. They're quite rugged. Now, they can get fairly rugged in the calving season. They don't have to shave too often. But I suppose the good thing about it is they're fit, they're healthy, they're rugged, and when you do clean yourselves up for a night out, when you're both looking fairly scruffy, you do clean yourself up, you fall in love all over again.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, enough talking. You got to show me the workings of this farm.
You don't need the gym around here. So 3.5 gallons in each of those buckets. That's just the calves to feed. And then there's another couple of sheds as they fill up as well. The 3 with the tags on them, the yellow earrings, they're the ones that will feed on the feeder.
Okay, so apparently I'm helping to herd the young bulls and I have to stop them coming in here and then I have to run down there without slipping and make sure they don't get in at the hay. This should be fun. I'm ready for you. How are you, lads? Oh. Good man, Sam. Come on, come on. You're going the wrong way. Come on. There you go. Good boy, Sam. Okay, so what are we doing here?
We're going to clip their tails. This is
Okay.
where you practice your hairdressing skills, okay? See all these manky bits? Okay, the tailbone is in there.
We don't want to cut
We
that.
don't want to cut the tail. So what you need to do is you sort of need to tweeze it out a bit. We can cut off this big clump.
Don't
So
get the tail. Please don't get the tail.
No. So it literally is a case of clipping up alongside the tail. Now, do you want to do the other side of it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm being a little bit cautious. That's just because I've never done this before. So Laura, tell us, do you ever get to do date nights with your husband?
Well, not during the calving season, I have to say. You get away an occasional night or occasional weekend. No, occasional weekend, yeah, about once every 5 years. To be honest, what you end up doing, Amanda, is you end up treating jobs like this. If you do them together, it's a date.
Really? Would you take out a bottle of wine and maybe a candle?
You can't drink and drive, can you? Well, you can't. Picnics in the field. You have to try and make them a bit romantic. When you bring dinner to the field, you know.
Oh, come on. Are you honestly trying to tell me you can have romance around the farm?
Well, you have to try and make it what it is, isn't it? Make the most of it.
Okay, so what are we up to now?
We're going to do what's called strip silage, which basically means take the polythene off the top of it. But first of all, we have to take the tires off.
Hi, Arse. So come here, tell us, how do you keep the flame alive around the farm? Or is that a silly question?
You have to learn to, everything he says to you is a compliment. So even if he says, you know, come over here, I need your weight to, you know, keep down this gate so I can close it, and then it closes perfectly. You know, he's using all of your attributes and appreciating every single one of them. One of the things, be a perfect farm wife.
Perfect wife.
Perfect farm wife is, perfect wife.
In general.
Yeah, you have to be able to bake. You're going to have, you know, you're not going to get that much notice and you're going to be told there's 8 silage men here in an hour. You can get dinner for them, okay? If there's a funeral down the road, you've got to go and you've got to bake. You can't walk into a wake without bringing something, okay?
Yeah.
So and you can't bring something bought. You have to, you see, you need your signature bake.
You see, why not?
Because you just couldn't. You wouldn't be able to save face. If you're going to a parish community sale, you cannot walk in with something that's bought. It has to be home baked.
Okay, now the perfect brown bread needs something to go with it.
It's a perfect cup of tea, isn't it? Most farmers are, they're not going to drink coffee. It's a big mug of tea.
Is it?
Yeah. And like, you know, like a farmer's wife, you know those huge big teapots?
Yes.
You know, on the front of the book, I have like a big teapot with 5 spouts coming out of it. That's a perfect farm wife. You have to be able to carry one of those big teapots.
And a lot of milk.
A lot of milk.
Obviously, it has to have a lot
and it
of
has
milk.
to be, you know, fresh from the farm milk as well.
Okay, I'm out. So I learned an awful lot today. I learned how to feed a calf, I learned how to cut a bull's tail, and I even stripped silage. But most importantly, I learned that I have absolutely no interest in ever becoming a farmer's wife. Check the phone. What's Halo saying? 2 days? Here.